Hey guys, what's up everyone, and welcome to Young Titan World. I hope you guys are having a wonderful or amazing day. Today we're going to be doing one movie. I know TV series are a little bit outdated these days. No, they're not, because we make reviews about them all the time. Today we're just going to be going over one movie, and that is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now, yes, it's been a long time coming. I honestly don't know how many of y'all have been anticipating to watch that particular movie, because ever since I saw Harrison Ford in Star Wars, but as an old man, I was like, man, maybe his retirement needs to be official so they can keep him out of these things without him looking so freaking old. Because, yes, I know it's an iconic face. The voice is metallic, and you all love Harrison Ford. But come on. He's old, though. He's old. Y'all agree he's old, right? Y'all want that guy to retire in peace, right? So why'd you gotta drag him into Indiana Jones, the Dial of Destiny, man? Kind of feels a little bit bad. But, yes, with the creation of CGI, basically anyone can be in your movie. Hell, if they would, they'd probably CGI Stan Lee into one other Marvel movie and no one would bat an eye, because come on. And besides, there's also AI generating voices, so typically they can reinstall Stan Lee whenever they fucking want. The only thing that will hold them back is probably ethical or, moral tendencies, which we dissipate each passing day. But yes, what do we think about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny? Well, it starts off with the guy being captured again, and all those sort of illogical ways that the superhero escapes, right? But yeah, we're not here to pinch holes in the entire plot. We're here to tell you about what I think, right? Well, what I think is quite simple, all right? It's like trying to give yourself an interest in a certain hobby. It's like swimming. You have no interest in swimming, and they throw you into the water and they try and show you the tips and techniques in order to swim. But you're not really into swimming, so it becomes something that you don't really want to do. Where am I going at with this? This sounds like bullshit. All I'm saying is that I wasn't really interested in Indiana Jones. So when I was watching it, my interest was not really vested into it. But I can't tell you that seeing old stuff on TV kind of makes you feel old, It kind of makes you feel old. And the fact that Indiana Jones wanted to stay in a time that had no Wi-Fi is not really agreeing with me. It's like, oh my God, he's a villain. Like, dude, he wanted to stay at the time that they didn't have a bidet, a time that you could not use an elevator, a time that flying was considered a myth or something done by witches. And that's the time he felt more comfortable staying as. So yeah, it really does concern me to a certain degree when I see the protagonist of all people wanting to settle down. Maybe he wanted to get a lot off his plate, or just be free. I would not be surprised if that's the way to go when everything around you is collapsing and burning and turning into a cloud of smoke. Obviously, you would choose the easy way out. Start afresh in a time before time made sense. But yeah, the concept of the story was really interesting and really invigorating. I like the fact that they made Archimedes' dial such a wonderful way to go back in time. As I've said before, as TV or as nonfiction goes, or wait, sorry, as nonfiction and fiction goes, we get into this state where everything needs to be heightened. It doesn't matter where or what you're doing. It has to be in a form that captivates everyone. You know, it's like, if it's not interesting, a lot of people are not going to watch it, all right? So for this fiction to be the way it is, I think it's really great. I really think it's really cool. Did I love it? No, I didn't. Because half the time I couldn't pay attention to it. It was filled with these moments where I was thinking to myself, who is going to replace Indiana Jones? Because I know this for a fact. Harrison Ford might live 1,000,000 years, but they will still try and find a way to get his replacement. If they don't reboot the movie, they're gonna find someone else to continue the legacy. But who else could be so iconic to overshadow the shadow that Harrison Ford has cast? Because, I mean, I would say that I was watching this movie because I wanted to know what Indiana Jones was up to. But really, I was asking, what is Harrison Ford up to? And why is he in this movie? And why does he want to reprise a role that has not been touched for years, bruv? It's just a little bit off-putting. But anyways, regardless of that, I didn't even know that Harrison Ford was one of the highest grossing actors in the world. So I'm guessing Indiana Jones had a lot to do with that. And that's why he decided to revisit his beautiful franchise once again. But what happens when he's gone? And why am I not talking about the movie, but about his entire career? Because it is his entire career. I don't know if anyone can give me a movie apart from Indiana Jones that Harrison Ford played a big role or a big part of. You know, unless, of course, you want to talk about Han Solo, then, I mean, okay, fine, you made a point. But apart from those two movies, you can't give me another one. Unless, of course, there's another one there, because I'm definitely not an American, so I have no idea what pop culture surrounds Harrison Ford. Oh, it's a lady on a bike. Why is it that you need to be misogynistic sometimes? What? I've never seen that. I don't... Just fuck it. Okay, I'm telling the stories now, so listen to me, bitch. Okay, so, Indiana Jones is pretty old, and the CGI, I wouldn't say it wasn't great, all right? It sucked for me to watch that. They did a good job making him look younger, but even in the attempt to do that, he just looked weird and looked wrong, and I just couldn't continue. I mean, when I saw that, my eyes was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, it's a Tony Stark situation all over again. There's some times when you watch certain movies and they try and CGI a face on something and it's just not working out, so it rather creeps you to the effing highest degree. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like that when it happens. Anyways, it's just mine opinion. It would be great. I mean, probably it would serve a lot more interest to those who are fans to the franchise already. But to newbies and people who've never even heard of the name Indiana Jones, I think it will be best if you started from the very beginning before you appreciate the kind of content that is in Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. You could say that it was not really a great for me. I give it a 6 out of 10. But I could be wrong. And it was probably a masterpiece. But I was not feeling it now, nor will I say that in the future. It probably needs a lot more work than the fact that they were trying to slap him back into acting again. I feel as if he deserves his retirement, right? You know? But, you never know what's going on in an actor's mind. But we're going to leave it here. We're going to end this entire review with some great news. Some really, really great news. The great news is, thanks to everyone, I've gotten another job. a bigger, better one. I've got a better apartment at 2 places at once. It's really been an amazing week. God is amazing. And I thank you all. I mean, I know it might not make sense because most of the time it seems like I'm talking to myself. But to you and everyone who has been listening, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that whatever that you're struggling with, you have the strength to go through it. In fact, you have the strength to overcome it. So, we will chat later. Until then, Young Titan out. Thanks for listening.